My dear, something important is happening behind your back, and I don't want you to ignore it anymore. Life around you is moving fast, and even though you seem calm, there's something unseen getting louder. Someone you didn't expect is watching you closely now. Not with anger, not with hate, but with a new understanding that they didn't see you clearly before. I've been showing them who you really are, your kindness, your light, your worth. And now, they can't ignore you. They're finally seeing what they missed. This time, they're not unsure. They know. Your name keeps coming up in their thoughts. Even when they're busy, something reminds them of you. They're remembering things you let go of. They're thinking about old times, and now they're asking themselves why they didn't choose you when they could. You don't know how many people talk about you behind your back, not all in a bad way. Some are jealous, yes, but others are full of regret. Someone who judged you too quickly now sees your heart differently. Today, something clicked. They finally saw a part of you they didn't notice before, and now they're feeling it deeply. I made that happen. I softened their heart enough for them to feel again, and you were the first person to come into their mind. Don't be surprised if someone reaches out soon. Don't be shocked if they say, "You were always different," or "I never stopped thinking about you." Because it's true. You were different. And they're realizing you were placed in their life for a special reason. Someone who walked away from you can't stop looking back now. They go through your pictures. They read your old messages. They listen to your voice in their head. They're asking themselves, why did I let that go? Even if they don't say it out loud, their heart is screaming your name in silence. I see it. I hear it. I feel it. And I want you to know I'm the one working behind the scenes. I've touched their heart, their dreams. I've placed you in their thoughts when they least expect it. I'm not doing this to confuse you. I'm doing this to prepare you. Someone is coming back, and this time, they won't come empty. They've tried to move on. They've tried new people, new places, new versions of themselves. But nothing fills the space you once held. They're realizing what they had with you was not normal, it was rare, it was special. Now that you're not there, they can't handle the emptiness. Something inside them is changing. They're waking up. They're finally accepting that they still care. They still miss you. They still want a different ending. And child, I'm here to tell you, it can be different. I can change hearts. I can restore what was broken. I'm getting everything ready for a moment that will surprise you. People you thought forgot about you never really did. Some are too proud to admit how much you meant to them. Others are afraid you'll reject them if they come back. But deep down, they think about you more than you know. That person who disappeared without reason, they're talking about you now. That one who said they didn't care, they're up at night thinking about the memories. And those tears you cried when no one saw, I collected every single one. I used them to write a story that's better than anything you expected. Because your love was never ordinary. And I won't let it end without meaning. You thought I was silent. But I've been working quietly. Changing things. Softening hearts. Pulling back lies so the truth can be seen. I know how strong you've been. I know how much you kept inside. You tried to move on, but something kept pulling you back, not because you're weak, but because something wasn't finished. And now, I'm finishing it. I'm bringing truth to the surface. Those who ignored you will now see what I've seen in you all along. I've been whispering your name into their heart until they couldn't pretend anymore. I turned their denial into truth. And soon, they'll act on it. Someone now understands you weren't just another person. You were the change, the mirror, the answer. But they were blind. They didn't know they were standing in front of something precious. Now the regret is deep. They thought they had more time. They thought you'd always be there. But I showed them what life looks like without your light. And now they want it back. Don't confuse their delay with not caring. Some people need to lose you to realize your worth. But I'm making sure they never forget you again. Someone treated you like you didn't matter, but now they're searching everywhere and no one feels like you. They try to find your spirit in others, but all they get is copies. You were real. You were meant to be. And now they know. They're starting to understand your silence says more than their words. Your peace speaks louder than their chaos. Your love wasn't needy, it was powerful. And they want that back. But I want you to be wise, my child. Not everyone who returns is meant to stay. Some are here to test you. Others have truly changed. I'll help you tell the difference. You were their calm, but they didn't know it until the storm came without you. They thought they ended things, but now silence is their prison. They feel trapped in memories. No matter what they do, they keep coming back to you. I've made your name heavy on their soul. I've filled their nights with your face. Because I want them to see what they lost. Not to hurt them, but to wake them up. I'm using your absence to teach them what your presence meant. Because you were never a mistake. You were a blessing. And I want you to stop doubting yourself. Just because they didn't see your value doesn't mean it wasn't there. You've always been enough. You've always carried something holy. Your love lingers, it heals, it stays. And I don't want you to hide your light anymore. Their blindness doesn't change your beauty. Their silence doesn't erase your story. Their delay doesn't cancel my plan for you. You are still chosen. I'm still working on your behalf. And I'm making everything new for you. Right now, people are talking about you behind closed doors. They wonder what you're doing. They miss your energy. Some regret not thanking me for you. And now they're praying for a second chance. I hear their hearts. I know who's real. I know who just wants comfort. I know who's changed. and I'll only let the right ones reach you. You don't have to guard your heart, I'm doing that already. You've faced heartbreak and still believed. You sat in darkness and still held on to hope. You loved when it hurt. And heaven noticed. Angels stood beside you. And now your blessings are arriving. Some through familiar faces. Someone who overlooked you will now fight for you. Someone who left will ask to come back. And deep in your heart, you'll know what to do. Because I'm not just giving back what you lost, I'm giving you wisdom too. You won't fall for the same tricks again. I won't let it happen. The people who whispered behind your back thought they had the advantage. But now those whispers have turned into prayers. They want your presence again. They're trying to fix what they broke. They feel your absence deeply. While you've been growing, they've been searching and failing. I removed you from their life for a reason. So you could rise without distractions. And now that you've grown, I'm showing them who you really are. You're not just a memory. You're still someone their future needs. But child, don't return to what broke you. Listen to my voice. I'll guide your steps. I'll tell you when to open the door and when to walk away. You don't need to chase. You don't need to beg. The right people will bring peace, not confusion. The one who sees you now will come with honesty and love that feels like home. You've been asking for answers, and this is one of them. That feeling you have that something's coming, it's real. Your dreams mean something. I've been showing you signs, preparing your heart. Because something is coming back around. But it looks different now. Someone's heart is soft. Their mind is clear. Their spirit is awake. And they want you back. But be still. Don't rush. Let them show you who they are now. If they're ready, you'll know. If they're not, I'll move them away again. Not everyone belongs in your next chapter. And I know that's hard when your heart is so big. But trust me. Some people were only there to teach you. Others helped shape who you are now. And now that you've passed those lessons, I'm opening new doors. I'm surrounding you with people who see your value from the start. But one person needed the lesson first. And now they feel it. They know it. They're hurting from it. And I'm letting them feel that pain a little longer, so they don't forget. Jesus says, I've opened a door for you that no one can close. Nothing can stop the plan I have for you. God is your help, your strength in hard times. Before this week ends, your life will overflow with blessings. I'm sending people, help, and money you never expected. I've placed angels to guide and protect you and the ones you love. If you trust angels, type 333. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Those who seek Him will be rewarded. Right now, God is changing your life, turning sadness into joy, and lack into plenty. Jesus is your provider. Come to Him and never be empty again. He brings peace and rest. If you trust Jesus, type 555. I want to end this with a prayer. Lord, guide us with love and peace as we wait for your perfect timing. Give us strength, patience, and wisdom. Let this love story unfold with truth and beauty. Let the bonds built now last forever. As we move toward the end of the year, prepare our hearts. Protect us. Let love grow in your light. Amen. Type 444 to claim this message and its blessings for your life. There's more waiting for you in the next message. There is more to come, dreams you've had that will begin to unfold into reality. The prayers you whispered in secret are lining up with doors that will open in unexpected ways. New people who resonate with your heart will step into your life, not by accident, but by divine design. Expect breakthroughs in every area: your relationships, your purpose, your finances, your joy. The comfort you thought was gone will be restored, and more than that, it will come back stronger, richer, and deeper than before. There's a beautiful symphony being prepared, and you are the centerpiece. What you've endured, the disappointments, the heartbreak, the pain, they were all instruments being tuned. And now, God is ready to let them play a melody that will fill your life with victory and peace. Your life won't just go back to normal, it'll be upgraded beyond anything you'd hoped for. If you've ever wondered whether your tears mattered, you are seeing now that they were prayers in disguise. If you ever asked, "Why am I waiting?" the answer is, God is using the waiting to align everything perfectly. Sometimes seasons of silence are the soil needed for the seeds of breakthrough to take root. And right now, new life is sprouting in secret places and unseen dimensions of your spirit. Hold on to this promise: you are entering a season of multiplied favor. What the enemy meant for harm will become your greatest testimony. The road that tried to break you was preparing you for your purpose. The moments when you felt forgotten were times when God was getting everything ready behind the scenes, assembling people, resources, opportunities, divine connections you've never even prayed for. There's someone in your present who will soon show up in a way you've been praying for. They will show up not by coincidence but by the orchestration of heaven. And everything about them will remind you of peace. They will bring words you needed to hear, reassurance you longed to receive, and actions that demonstrate they are not just interested, they are intentional about building something real with you. At the same time, there will be other faces that try to return carrying old energy. They may come with the same old mistakes dressed up differently. Don't be quick to reopen old wounds. You've been through too much to settle for leftovers. You now have the discernment to say yes only to what blesses you and no to what will cost you your peace. Some returns are blessings, others are lessons. And you have grown wise enough to know the difference. Starting now, you will walk in authority over your story. The voice of doubt will no longer have a home in your mind. The lies that once haunted your heart are being replaced with truth, truth that says you are deeply loved, highly favored, and more than enough. You were never meant to shrink for others to be comfortable. You were meant to stand tall, gloriously shining like the star you are. As this new chapter opens, expect alignment in your daily routines too: better sleep, healthier choices, more creativity, more energy. Watch as your mind clears, your confidence rises, your purpose becomes clearer. This is not just about relationships, this is about the full restoration of every part of you. Your health, your dreams, your calling, your destiny. Everything will be touched and made new. In the midst of this, remain humble. God's greatest miracles are often enacted with quiet faith, not noisy demonstrations, but gentle daily obedience. Continue to choose love even when you feel unseen. Continue to bless others even when it's hard. Continue to speak life even when it seems there's no one listening. These simple, consistent choices are what bring the most powerful transformations. Be expectant for miracles that feel impossible. Some will come quickly. Others may take longer, but don't miss them by comparing your timeline with someone else's. Your purpose won't arrive early or late. It always arrives on time. Now, I want to speak directly to your heart. You have value that cannot be measured by wealth or status. You have worth that cannot be diminished by past mistakes or broken trust. You are loved not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You carry a light that cannot be hidden and a strength that cannot break. Your presence is a gift, and people who recognize that are on their way. Keep your heart soft but guarded. Let kindness flow through you without giving away your power. Love people without holding on to pain. Offer forgiveness without forgetting the lesson. Appreciate people without losing yourself. These are the keys to walking fortified into this next season. And when you feel overwhelmed, pause. Take a deep breath. Speak truth to yourself. This is not about me trying to be enough. God is working through me. I'm being prepared for what's next. Refuse to believe discouraging thoughts. Train your mind to recognize the whispers of doubt and replace them with declarations of truth. Each morning, declare over your life, "Today I walk in favor. Today I walk in wisdom. Today I walk in purpose. I am seen. I am heard. I am loved." Speak these words until they settle into your spirit and change the chemistry of your soul. What you confess over your life shapes your destiny. Surround yourself with people who speak life over you. Identify those few souls who lift you toward your calling. Let them speak truth to your spirit when you forget who you are. Distance yourself from voices that pull you back into who you used to be. But most of all, lean into your source. God is not a distant force. He is the very breath that gives you life. In the quiet, invite Him in. Let His voice be louder than the opinions of others, louder than your fears, louder than your regrets. He knows your heart, and He's not finished with your story. You are being written into a narrative far greater than you've ever dreamed. Now, imagine the end of this year. You are not the same. You are stronger, wiser, more loved. You've been tested, but now you're walking in triumph. Your story is being retold, not as a tale of pain, but as a beacon of hope. Not as a season of loss, but as a journey of victory. Not as something you endured, but as something you overcame. It's a story that will inspire others, heal broken hearts, ignite dreams, and show the world how divine restoration looks. And when that time comes, you will look back and say, every tear led to this moment. Every delay was preparing me. You'll speak your story with authority, knowing it wasn't wasted. And future generations will receive strength from your testimony. It starts today. Everything shifts with your next step. Choose faith. Choose trust. Choose to believe that what God whispered to you in your weakest hours is real. Choose to walk forward, eyes open, heart awakened. The journey won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So stand tall. Hold on to the promises. Protect your peace. Let your light shine. And watch as heaven responds. You are entering your season of divine fulfillment. Nothing can stop it now.